What is up, everyone? I am your host, Sporadic Erratic, and if you are just joining us,
Midspring
welcome to
Speedfling 2021
Midspring
ご覧の皆様。
Speedfling
次のゲ
2021.
ームは、スー
We
パーモンキー
are
ボール
raising
2。
funds
もとも
for
と
Sweet
スー
Relief,
パー
which
モン
is
キ
a
ーボール DS だった
501c3
ところ
nonprofit
に、
charity.
スーパーモンキーボール
And let me
違い
tell
で
you a little bit
ちょっと予定が
about
変
it.
更にな
Sweet
りまし
Relief
て、スーパーモン
Musicians
キーボー
Fund
ル2にな
provides
りました。
financial assistance to all types
で、
of
も
career
ともとそ
musicians
のスー
who
パ
are
ーモンキー
struggling
ボ
to
ール
make
2
ends
の
meet
オー
while
ルス
facing
テージ
illness,
というものになっ
disability,
てい
or
たんで
age-related
すが、
problems.
こち
In
ら
other
今回
words,
レギュ
healing
レーション
musicians
が
in need.
ストーリー
They
モー
help
ド
musicians with medical and vital living
90
expenses, including insurance
199
premiums,
999
prescriptions,
本
medical
バナナ
treatment and
ズ ポ
operative
ーズレスという
procedures,
ことで、
housing costs,
ステー
food
ジク
costs,
リアじゃないん
utilities, and
です
other
ね。
basic necessities. It's a lovely, lovely
こち
charity
らゲーム
that
解
we
説の
are
方がい
raising
らっしゃらない
funds
ので飛
for
び入りは大
here
歓迎
today.
で
So if
す。
you have the means, do
あ
please
と、スーパーモンキーボ
consider
ール2ビドウが
donating.
まあ
And you
ござい
have
まし
about
て、
30 seconds to donate
プ
to
レ
the
イヤーの名前を
naming
決めよう
incentive
と。
for our next run that we have
スー
right
パーモンキ
on
ーボール
deck.
2
We
ファイ
have
ルネームというこ
Super
とで、プ
Monkey
レイヤーの
Ball
名前を
2
ビドウ
Story
してい
Mode
るようです。
999
ビドウという
bananas.
のは、
Pauseless, if you want to
ス
snipe
ピードフリング
that
2021、
file name, you're gonna have
寄
to
付
do
系
it
のイベントと
right
いうか、
right now, friends.
ここに集まった、寄付金額を、まあ、団体に寄付するという形になってるんですけど、その寄付金額で投票しようという、まあイベントが行われてまして、こちらスーパーモンキーボール2では、ファイルネームが、バージーと呼べばいいのかな、バージーまたは CIV という、まあ、名前で今ビットボールしているようです。このままいくと CIV という名前になりそうですね。そうですね、スーパーモンキーボールシリーズって、まあ、RTA でいうスーパーモンキーボールって、まあ、ちょっと先に解説になってしまうんですが、なんというか、ポーズをうまいこと駆使して、状況を再現して、まずありえないようなルートを通っていくのが、まあ、エニーパーとかステージクリア系のスーパーモンキーボールの醍醐味かなって思うんですけど、まず、今回のレギュレーションってポーズレスだからポーズしないはずなんですよ。
And we are back. We are ready with Super Monkey Ball 2.
で、なおかつ、レギュレーションがゴールじゃなくて、ストーリーモード999バナナってことは、999本バナナを集めることが目的であって、ゴールじゃないと。
runner of Super Monkey Ball 2 Story Mode Pauseless and 99 Bananas Pauseless, and I'm going to be showing off the ladder today.
どういうプレイになるんでしょうね。RTA じゃないんですけど、なんかニコニコ動画の方には、この素早くゴールする RTA じゃなくて、バナナを全回収するっていうプレイ動画、各ステージでバナナを全回収するっていう方向性のプレイ動画が、まあ、縛りプレイというか、チャレンジプレイ動画が、まあ、ございまして、こちら見てる感じだと、本当に完全に別ゲーというか、しかもポーズレスでやると。そうですね。そちらのバナナ全回収の動画は、ボーナスステージが、まあ、ボーナスステージっていう大量にバナナを入手できるステージがありました。始まりそうかな。大量にバナナを入手できるステージがあるんですけど、全回収ってことはボーナスステージじゃなくてボスステージなんじゃないかなって。はい、なんかものすごく苦戦された覚えはあります。ボーナスステージ。始まりました。で、バナナを集めに行くのか。そもそもどのステージにどれくらいバナナがあるのか把握されてないんですが。
And what this means is I need to go into like stupid out of the way to like hard to reach places in order to get
今リセットのは、あ、そういうことか。スーパーモンキーボール2というかスーパーモンキーボールシリーズ。ルールは非常に簡単です。スティックでフィールドが傾くので、スティックの倒し方に応じてフィールドが傾くので、そのフィールドをうまく傾けて、お猿さんの入ったボールを転がして、で、本来はゴールゲートを目指すゲームです。で、バナナは、まあ、スーパーマリオシリーズでいうところのコインみたいなもので、100本で1アップするんだったかな。このゲーム、スーパーモンキーボールも時間内にゴールできない、もしくは、ステージから落下してしまうと、まあ、残機が減るという形になっていたんですが、その残機を増やしてくれる機能が確かあったような気がします。今のところサクサクだな。
And what that means in a lot of cases is you're going to be
おそ
doing
らくそうな
very
んじゃないですかね。
different
ボーナスス
skips.
テー
I
ジで
wouldn't say
どれ
that
くらい
they're
集めら
like
れるかという。
yeah, they are slower in most cases because
なので、
obviously
ボーナ
pause
スス
runs
テージ、
can
逆に言うと、ボーナス
pause
ステージ以外は、
it's
通常
purely a
の
restriction, so it is quote
オー
unquote
ルステー
slower,
ジとか
but
と同
in
じ
a
よう
lot
に
of
速攻で
cases
クリア
it's
するのが
really
メインになる。まあ、
cool to
同
still
時に
keep
バナナがあれば
pausing
回収するぐらい
and just relying on freehand
なのかな。
movement. So I'm going to
い
be
や、サクサクですね。ポー
trying
ズ
to
レス
point
の
out all
は
of
ずなのに。
the main differences
いや、ちょっ
that
と
come
私
with
は別
pauseless.
に奏者では
So
ない
the
の
first
で、
big difference for as of recent.
どこでその状況再現が使えるのかとか分かっていないんですが、というか、RTA、あーっと弾かれた。
The first main difference is going to be coming up in 2 stages, Curve Bridge, which was for a while just a stage that people didn't pause on, but there was recently a huge pause strat found on that stage.
ポーズレスでもやっぱり奏者となるとここまでうまいのかと
Actually, not that
と
recently.
思わ
It's
せる。
like a year ago at this point, over
す
that.
ごいルート取りですね。
So that is going to be the first of stages where you normally see a story mode all levels runner pause. In order to complete the stage, you're going to be seeing me just rely on freehand
ス
movement.
テージ終わるごとにメニュー開いてるのはそっちの方ステージに戻るのが早いから
Isn't that
だった
prominent in
と
World
思い
1?
ま
You
す。
only will see stages hollow and bumpy show up as any different because of 999.
うんストーリーモードにはボーナスステージがない。あ、なるほど。
To my knowledge, Nambo is actually the only person to have run
ストーリーモードか。
Pauseless
はいはいはい。
because it's normally a category that anybody runs paused. So Nambo actually has created a lot of his own strats for this run. So we have a lot of unique things coming through this run.
Yeah, normally this is actually a category extension on speedrun.com.
This is
So,
true.
like no one runs this category. There's like basically been 0 active runners for the longest time.
カ
The world
カ
record
テ
is
ゴリ
pretty
エク
darn
ステン
old.
ショ
It's
ン。
not really
スピー
optimized.
ドラン
So
ド .com
like
でどうなって
it's
るん
just
でしょう
not a
この
very
ゲー
run
ム。
category already, and neither is pauseless. And so combining the two, you get an ultra under run category. And so I try to like bring into that the action that the normal runs get in like trying to do the optimal strat in every stage and whatnot. So yeah, and the first of those stages with a unique strat that I actually I guess was the first one to do is Coaster, which is going to be coming up in 2 stages, I think, after it's 2-4.
Yeah.
Normally there's a pause strat in
あ
that
ちゃん
stage.
とこれエ
You
ク
get
ステンションカテ
the
ゴリーにあり
bridges
ますね。エ
after
ク
the
ステンとか
goal,
ミ
which
ス
are
クとして
completed.
カテゴリーがあります。
What
日
I've
本
been
人奏
trying
者
to
が
do
2名ほど
is
いらっ
a
しゃい
really
ますね。
interesting thing,
全体で7、
where
6
I'm
名、
going
6
to
名か。
abuse the way the monkey
というか、
moves
その
post
ニ
goal.
コニコで動画上げている
So
方
after you
が
go in
い
the
ま
goal,
し
the
た。
monkey head does a
今見
little
たら。
dance, and
その
after
ニ
every
コニ
single
コ
stage,
で
you're doing some
全
very
ステージ
unique
バナナ
things
回
that you
収
really
を
need to watch
挑
in
戦していた
speedrun.
人の名
On
前
this
が
stage,
今あ
I'm
りま
going
し
to
た。
abuse that in order to, or at
な
least
る
I'm
ほ
going
ど。
to try
あ
to.
るんですね、ちゃ
I'm
ん
going
と。
to try to get the monkey
カ
to
テ
go
ゴリーとし
under
て。
the bananas that are after the goal on this stage and rise up into them, which still does raise the banana counter, funnily enough, even though the level's already been completed. So let's see if I can. Oh, there we go.
あー
Got
っと、
three.
こ
All
こ、
right.
ここ、ゴール
The
の
best you can
後ろ
get on
に
that stage
60
is
本あるん
fine.
ですが、
So getting
ああやって
Getting
取りに行くの
plenty good enough.
Getting 3 is really hard. It requires that you go through the goal cleanly without touching the ground or the party ball, and doing that is much, much easier said than done. It
Not
is-
only, but also at the right speed.
yeah,
because
unbelievably
You
precise.
can't like. You have to go in at a perfect speed so that you make it to the bunches, so you don't overshoot or undershoot or whatever. Because you have no control after.
Yeah,
you go through the
and
goal.
I have a setup which gets the speed perfect every single time, so all I really need to worry about is the forward and backward positioning going into the goal, and also you need to make sure you're angled a little bit if you want to get 5 bunches. But yeah.
Gravity slide is cool.
Yeah, I was
さ
gonna
て
say, this is another stage. You're gonna, as the run moves on, the strats are gonna kind of ramp up, and later on in the game, there's way more banana strats. What the heck was that? Okay, I messed that up. I am going to have to do that again because that is going to get a lot of friction. So I'm trying to get all of the bananas along the ramps here.
はいはい、飛んでと。こ
Yeah,
の
we
バナ
also
ナな
have
んです
to
けど、
make sure,
まあ、スー
to
パーマリオの
stage select
ポイントと同じで
time later on
100,
the stage
100
as
本
well,
取る
because
とアーケー
there
ドモード
is
で
a
1アップするっていう、
postal bunch
まあ
as
そういう形な
Which,
ので、
you
やっ
wanna
ぱり
explain why, like,
道
stages
中に
like
置かれ
Big
てい
Hand
る
we
バ
can
ナナ
line
って
have
やっ
it,
ぱ
but
り
did
1本
already kind of say that it was
少な
stupid
い、
stuff.
あるいはガイドラインとして置かれているようなものがもうあったりもしますが、
the
この
retries
10
and the
本
stage
バナナ、
selects
房
and
バ
then
ナナは
start and end of a level
基本的にものすごくやらしいところに置かれていて、
skipping animations that would otherwise be slower.
ゴールするよりも普通に10本バナナの取る方、これ取る方が難しいだろうって位置に置かれていることの方が多いですね、イメージとして。でそちらのバナナ全部回収するっていう動画の方も、大体苦戦するのはその10本バナナ。
That is nice.
take those.
今のステージ、上から降ってくるものに押しつぶされると、そのまま壁突き抜けてコースアウトします。確か。どうだっけ弾き飛ばされるんだっけ
Normally you pause the stage. I'm going to try to do a very funky clip right on that corner that I just did. And
It's so
boom.
hard.
That strat is one of the best cases of much easier said than done. It is so hard compared to what it looks like. Getting that
It looks
clip
like, oh,
and
he's
like
just
getting
bounced
onto
off
the
the wall.
platform is just annoying as heck. And I guess I should probably pre-explain coming up in another few stages, another crazy strat for Pauseless exclusive that isn't 99 Bananas exclusive. That is dribbles. So dribbles is this
ああ、やっ
really
ぱり
long
大体
level
貫
with
通す
all
る。
these
はい
big
はいはい。
bouncing things on it, which is very like long and slow to play out normally.
で、ここは全部回収するんですかね。一箇所、この回ってるところに一箇所だけゴールなんですけど、全部回収しない。やっぱり。進んだ方が早いのかな。どこでバナナ回収していくんだろうってところの戦略がおそらく詳しい人だと分かるのかなという感じなんですが、すいません、私はそこまで詳しくないので。
Multiple different ways that people beat the stage, but the fastest way, which is what I'm going to try to do here, is literally doing one of the pause frames without pausing. So I'm going to try to land on, basically, if you switch inputs right as you land here,
時々
going down right at 55, 60,
スタート地点だったり、あるいは道中だったりの床に、今のポーズレスでやるの時々ステージにスイッチみたいなのがありまして、まあそのステージの特有の床が動くとか何かしらのギミックが動くみたいなものを止めたりとか早送りしたりとか巻き戻したりとかそういった効果がまああって多分一部のステージだとこれ選べたりするんですよね。
Here, I guess it's really hard to like have any kind of like flow here because it's just like
あと
every stage is just like there's another thing to explain because it's just more and more strats every single time.
なんで待ってそういうことか。
Mad rings here, you have a bunch of bunches.
スーパーモンキーボールのゴールなんですけど、ゴールゲートの色に意味がありまして、基本的には青いゴールが普通のゴールで、普通のゴールは普通に1ステージ進みますが、まあ、ワープ、正式名称ちょっとわかんないですけど、もっと先のステージにワープするような、ゲートがまああります。緑ゴールとか赤ゴールとか呼ばれてたりして、まあ、緑ゴールよりも赤ゴールの方がさらに大幅にステージを飛ばすことができる。といった形になります。だいたい緑ゴールとか赤ゴールとかって非常に難しいところに置かれてたりするので、まあ一緒にバナナがあることが多いということで。なるほど。ストーリーだと変わんないんですね。すべてのステージのバナナを足したらっていうのは、そのニコニコで動画上げてる方が確か事実上あの動画がカウントしてます。何本あったっけ
The first stage in World 4 is another stage that I completely came up with the routing and strat for, and it, in my opinion, is the second coolest stage in the run. In the specifically 99 Bananas.
Pauseless.
So, yeah, I got all those caveats in a row. I have to route in a bunch of extra bananas that the main category doesn't do. So that's another interesting thing about this category I almost forgot to mention is you route in what bananas you want to get. Like you don't, like no one goes for the same route. There's always two different people that are going for just like different bananas on different stages. And because I'm running this pause list, there's a couple bananas on tiers that you're technically not able to get RTA consistently. So I have to route in a bunch of extra bananas.
今のとこ見てる感じだとそうですね。ポーズレスだけど、最初の最初でできるような調整はしているのかな。あるいはそうそう、ここ全回収難かったけど、全回収しに行くんだ。あれいや、違うな。1個残してる。今のはなんかハーフパイプでローラースケートするゴールにぶつかって上空にあるバナナを取りに行くっていうステージになってるんですけど、あれ全部取るのものすごい苦労してた記憶がありますね。昆布、串。で、ビーハイブ、蜂の巣。
If I know I'm well ahead of banana pace going into like World 10, I might skip some slower bunches to make sure that I can get myself a faster time. And because of that, I'll always end the run with somewhere between 99 and 1000.
ああ、そうだ。
or so bananas.
ドールのロゴが出てくるステージがなん
Going
か
way over or going
ワン
under.
にあったような気が
That's
す
just
る。
how the routing works. Oh, okay, wacky fun.
皆さん、バナナアイコンの出番ですよ。
Almost got in the
Yeah.
goal without pausing, but didn't quite make it there. Hard stage coming up. Launchers, big whoa.
Launchers.
Launchers is generally considered one of the harder strats just in the base game, like paused or pauseless. I don't know what I just did on triangle holes there. I did not do my normal adjustment and it worked.
Oh yeah, wow. Yeah, launchers is generally considered
今
one of the hardest stages in
267
the
本
run
か。ま
at
あ、単純な
almost
数
any
でいく
level
と
that
今
you
ちょうど
play.
4分の1くらいですかね。で、ここは、
Quite difficult, especially the screen goal strat, this
早い。
top level strat that Nembo's going
I
for.
think
ギミック
I
に
just
突き飛
need
ば
to
してもらっ
every single
て、
time I'm about to do a
木を
strat, I
登
just
っ
need
て
to
いくとい
say
うか、
that the strat is hard,
いう
and then
形の
it's
ステー
just
ジで
like
し
I
た。
get it. But so after randomizer, there's not a lot of stuff going on after randomizer. So
で、
if you
ここは
want to
なんか普通に進んでいるように見えるんですけど、
sporadic, I
実は
guess,
もの
I
す
don't
ごい
know what
地
I
面
should
デコボコして
call
て、
you and ask. Sorry. You can come in and
まっすぐ進めないん
donation
で
right
す
now if you
が、
want to.
なんか制御
I
がうまい。
would love to. We have
さ
all
すがに。
kinds of donations here. Metroid MST
で、
sent in
ここ
$5 and said,
確か
I heard there'll
パ
be
タ
monkey
ー
ball.
ンが多
I mean,
You're
失敗し
correct.
てる。
you're correct.
Yeah, that's it.
Wonder who
Monkey
you
ball.
heard that from.
It was Metroid MST. We also got $21 from Mice W said, I gave $21 to Midwest Speed Fest.
そう
to
8
hear
つ
some
ほどゴール
Yakuza
が跳ねて
karaoke
いるの
earlier
で、
today. So this
うまい
seems
タイミン
at
グ
least
で
fair
飛び
for
込
that
むとい
amazing
けるっ
piano
ていう。
concert.
なんかこの初見でどうすりゃいいのか分かんない
And
ステ
if
ー
we
ジ
have time
か
for
な
more,
り
I
多い
have
ですね。
one
もう
more here. I
ス
have
ルスル知ってるけど、
$5 from Realville.
その辺は経験のなせればと
Fun.
いうか。
They just said exclamation point Scrambo.
That's a
Scramble,
command
let's
on my
go.
Twitch chat. It just
Yeah.
scrambles up my name, like my username Nambo, and it just puts it in a random order. That command was made by Esoteric. Shout outs to Esoterics. Esoterics is awesome.
True.
But if that's it for donations, I guess I can pick commentary back up. Seesaw bridges, right?
Seesaw bridges, quite long, actually deceptively difficult to play fast.
Yeah,
ここはあれです。シーソーブリッジっていうステージの名の通りで、色が違うところの床は乗っているとシーソーのように傾きますが、なので、左右にうまく振りながら、バランスを取っていく。
8 frame strat found on the stage. You have to hit 8 frames in a row perfectly by using a pause. And you can skip the stage and get like a 48 on it, which is absolutely insane. There used to be an 11 frame strat to do exactly that, but it wasn't run viable because you had to spend too much time pausing for it to be
ホ
worth
ール
saving.
は、ワームホールって今のところ状況再現使って、ポーズありだと上に登れたような気がしますね。たださすがに一発ではやらないか。
Ended up finding that pause strat, which is absolutely sick, and I want to give kudos for that because that is awesome. You're gonna see me turning around and randomly getting some
ちょうど今
bunches, by
3
the
分の
way,
1く
in
らい。
World 5 that are kind of
Yeah.
out of the way.
333本置けたの
In the
で、ちょうど
spirit
3
of
分の
99
1です。
bananas, anytime that there's a bunch sitting somewhere and it's not too out of the way, I want to go for it.
Yeah. At the start of that wormhole, Nambo actually went for a clip to try to skip to the top, but since he didn't get it, he actually went
と、
through the stage normally and actually collected an extra bunch going through the wormhole.
Yeah.
So there was also that.
Yeah, that bunch is set up behind the wormhole to get people to
なるほど。
like check
Yeah.
behind the wormhole for fun and just like see like, oh hey, there's a bunch behind here, cool. But the funny thing is, you can get that bunch when going through the wormhole forward because collision in this game is jank.
Yeah, Nambo was actually, if you saw, he like swerved a bit to the side because he was ready in case he didn't get that bunch to fall back into the wormhole and basically guaranteedly collect it the second time.
Yeah. I was ready to fall off because if you don't get it, you can just like go through the wormhole and get it again, and it's pretty darn quick to get it again, and so you might as well if you're already going through that wormhole once. Right here on beat screen, I'm gonna retry a couple times to see. Oh, never mind, only once. To see if I can get up on the wall to pull off this. Oh shoot, never mind, I got whacked.
おっと。
This crazy strat that was actually a pretty recent discovery in the grand scheme of
ギ
things.
ミック止められたような気がしたんですけど、一切止めずに行くんですね。
Jumping straight like through the stage as it's spinning, which is just one of the coolest things in the run. And speaking of coolest
And
things in
also
the run,
really hard.
this right
Ooh,
here,
jump machine.
Jump Machine is my favorite stage in the run. This is another strat that
で
I
こ
completely
こは
came
ジャン
up
プ
around
しながら
because
上の
I
足
needed
場に
extra
乗る
bananas
っていう。
because of tears, which you will see later why.
ジャンプしながらというか、自力ではジャンプできないので、ギミックにジャンプさせてもらう形になるんですが、で、ここ一番上に赤ゴールかがあって、そこは全体がジャンプ台になっているので、着地タイミング次第ではいつまでたっても着地でゴールできないって形になってたかな。そうですね、ちょうどこのエリア、まあ、もともとスーパーモンキーボール DS が2になったんですけど、このあと2つほど、スーパーモンキーボールのハックロム系のゲームが続くので、本当にモンキーボールゾーンになってます。ただ DS も見たかったな。DS ってスティックじゃ、なんだ、コントローラースティックじゃなくてタッチパネル的な、いわゆる DS の下画面操作になるので、そういう意味では全然操作感が違うんじゃないかなと。ちょっと私プレイヤーじゃないので分からないんですけど。DS でも同じような動きができるのかどうかってみたいです。スーパーマリオブラザーズじゃなくてスーパーモンキーボールなんですよ。そうそう。でもコインとバナーの1アップみたいな共通点がなんか多いな。スーパーモンキーボールとスーパーマリオブラザーズ。画面外に落下したらミスだし、なんか黄色いものを100個集めると1アップするし。ゴールを目指すゲームだし、時間制限があるし。
Run I've seen in a while. It was awesome.
Is it? I'm so hyped. I'm so hyped. We have a couple of bid wars open as well for Hylix 2. You can choose Wayne's outfit. Indigo jumpsuit with a scarf is in the lead with $9. If you wanted to snipe that and have Wayne wear the black jumpsuit instead, of course that bid war is still open. And then there is the bid war that was opened just recently during the last run. In fact, for Bug Snacks, which is coming up pretty soon. You can choose the Grumpus color. There are absolutely no donations in that for that whatsoever.
なんか手で撫でるような感じで転がしていくって感じなんですかね、DS って。なるほど。難しそうだな。
Right?
That's like $1 less than.
Plus, that money goes to such a wonderful cause.
Indeed. But yeah. If you don't have anything else, I can pick up commentary again if you want.
I mean, I can keep talking. So you just let me know when you're ready to hop back in with commentary.
I'll talk a little bit about Tears, I guess, because Tears is coming up in 2 stages.
A bit about Opera. There's actually a faster strat that Mambo might have gone for if this wasn't 999, but you can't like guarantee the bunch that you get on the side of Opera. It's quite so you go for the bunch and then you go for like a clip on the stairs, and the goal angle is. It looks hard, and yeah, it is hard. It takes some good practice. But
こういうタイプの通る道を自分で選べっていうステージたまにありますよね。こういう時って大体道の細さがいくつかあって、で、一番細いところは大体赤ゴールっていう。で、ここも5段階から選べて、この細さっていくつでしたっけ？覚えてないけど。おお。
Hold on, I'm gonna try 2 more times for this.
いやー、ポーズレスでこれをやる。
Just 2. You only get 2. I'm sorry. I can't keep trying this forever. It is really, really hard, and I want to try to get it in the marathon, but.
In pause, there is, I believe, a 4-frame strat that was found for this.
純粋にすごく難しいゲームですよ、これ、本当に。
There are 5 bunches up there that you can get by doing this.
Yeah, and 5 bunches is very much worth in this category, so. Just do the easier wire here, because that red wire is insanely hard. There's very, very.
上に確か50本あったかな、このステージ。
And also very few people who've gotten it.
さすがにちょっとリカバリーで妥協しました。
I think did Helix manage to actually nail it first try? Was that in a Midwest Speedfest marathon?
I don't think it was Midwest Speedfest, but it was.
It wasn't some kind of marathon.
It was some marathon, and I know it was first try, which is awesome.
It was first try in an ultimate run.
This is another example right here, by the way, of a choice stage. Narrow peak.
橋なんか通らないと。
Wide wires on the other side, but those wires don't have bananas, and so we're not going for them. You gotta get
You made
bananas
that look
everywhere.
easy. Like that was practically
いや
flawless.
ー、バナナ回収結構重要
Yeah,
視
I
する
mean,
かと思ってた
that
けど、
entire
結
optimizing of
構
that
最
stage
適
is
化され
just
てて、本
figuring
当
out
に
how quickly
イ
you
ニーパー
can
と同じように
turn
速攻で
yourself and like
クリア
adjust
しに行く
yourself
ステージと
onto
バナナ回収を
the
狙いに行くステージがはっきり分かれてま
like
すね。
line yourself up to go across it, which is not something. That's the reason why this category is also kind of underrun, is because it's a little bit harder to access, access, I guess.
で、ここ確か当たりのスイッチがいくつか
At lower
3
levels
個か4
because
個
you
か
have
あ
to
れ
use those harder wires in a lot of cases, or at least it's
あ
optimal
り
to
ま
use
し
those
て、
harder wires. But the nice thing is that you don't need to do any
外れを踏むと左右から来た壁に吹っ飛ばされるという、
I mean, there's only so many bananas in the game, but there are
初見で分かるかって感じなんですけど、結構そういうステージ多いですよね、モンキーボール。
if you just don't think you can do a strat, so that's nice. But generally here I'm trying to go for the fast bananas and only the fast bananas. Oh my gosh, I almost died on that folders.
Oh, yeah.
But yeah, that's Outer World 6. And into World 7 with one of the hardest movement strats in the game for just in general. It's really hard to learn how to do. Once you learn how to do it, it's not too bad to execute, but learning how to do this movement strat right here is a nightmare, which
こ
is
こエニ
getting
ー
the
パーで
first
も
cycle
周
on
期があった
Fire
かな。
Ridge. This thing spins around in a way that if you get up to the top really fast, you can just barely make the cycle to get on right there
間に合った。
and get into the goal pretty fast. If you're insanely good at the game, you can actually get a little early for the cycle and get an edge clip. But
普
that's
通、いやー、
individual level record.
普通プレイでは少なくともないですね。ものすごい熟練者のプレイだからこんな安定してるんですけど、まあ、ただそれでもさっきのものすごく細い道とかは、RT、ポーズレスじゃないルールだと、ポーズ連打して取っていたりすることもあります。まあ今回はポーズレスなので本当に実力が人工勝負。
Mainly why in like 3-7 curvy options there are 2 bunches on the thinnest wire that we have no dream of.
やっぱ見てて飽きないよな。うまい人のスーパーモンキーボール。ここはまあなんかドミノがたくさんあるんですが、ドミノの最後のところにゴールが。
The pauseless version of 999, so that type that there's multiple runners in the category. Goobs a while back was helping search for frames on that stage, so there are constantly things being discovered in this 20-year-old game, which is just crazy to think about. The fact that it's been out for so long and people are still finding stuff, even in the main category, not even just in these offshoots like 999 and Pauseless.
Yeah.
Type. Shoutouts to all the people who look for strats. Another another great one though is Fiona Fire, who searches. Fiona Fire is the one who found that 8-frame strat I was talking about earlier. That skips these stoppages. It's just things that people do in this game are awesome. And I guess speaking of unique and strats, here's Flock. And I didn't get it. I'm actually gonna retry and go for it one more time.
ポーズレスの範疇でかなり攻めているってイメージがあるな。
Basically, what Nambo is trying to do is do the starting quite fast and then do a setup.
もうこのゲームは角と段差があったら、エニーパーとかだとその角と段差にフレームレベルの調整つけてぶつかって全てのギミックを飛び越えていくみたいな攻略がどうしても多くなりますから、それはそれでものすごいスピード感って楽しいんですけど、ポーズレスだとやっぱりその辺なんというか攻めと守りのバランスが求められる進み方をするというか、それはそれで味があっていいな。
So that's part of the reason why Pauseless is such an interesting category in my opinion, is that you have strats that, like, sure they don't skip the stage as fast in a lot of cases, but they're sometimes a lot more interesting movement-wise in order to go for. And so that's what makes Pauseless so close to my heart and such a great category in my opinion. I love this category so much. Nah, I missed a bunch of hierarchy. It's okay though, because if you miss a bunch, it's not the end of the world. Boink. Into the goal. That's another strat that, I mean, people might have done it before, but I certainly didn't watch anyone else do the strat. I just kind of looked at the bunch on the stage and was like, how can we get that?
赤ゴールあったかな。
I just went way too late on 8 bracelet. But just about to finish World 7 here with another great
左右をすっ飛ばして勢いをつけて乗った。
then you might remember being able to do something really stupid on this stage, quick turn. which is taking a water break during the speed run. I'm gonna grab a water real quick because I am thirsty.
気づいたらもう600
Also,
本
if
溜ま
you
ってますね
notice,。on some of the last stages in the world, Nambo is not retrying like he normally does. That is actually a recently discovered new load map
いやー、
strategy.
本当あっ
where
という間だ。てか
basically,
もうス
if
テー
you
ジ
don't retry at the start of the
ワールド
stage
6は終わっ
for
ている。
whatever reason, it decides to
7が終わったのか
give you a really good load. And over the course
7
of
が終わっ
the
た
run,
の
it's
か。
been calculated to save around 8.8 seconds, I believe, is the current estimate for how much it saves over the entire small run, which is a lot.
Yeah, that's the thing that we forgot to mention, I guess, is manipulating loads in this game, because this game runs on console, you don't have crazy fast ISO loads. So, in a lot of cases, like, you won't see that in the ROM hack runs, because the ROM hacks get to run an ISO loader. In this case, since we're running on console, we have to deal with making sure the loads are pretty fast, which 42 guy just mentioned the newer technique that was found of it. We still do one of the older techniques in World 4, which is what people used to do in every single world in order to make the loads faster. This hold A thing, going into those last stages of each world, wasn't known about until recently, and so the strat that people used to do in order to get faster loads is they would skip a long stage near the end of the world, because this stage is pretty conservative with how it loads everything. Whenever you're playing the last stage of a world, it'll start loading up the cutscene because it knows you're almost done. And so, while you're playing that stage, it's loading the cutscene, and that means that longer stages at the ends of worlds will give faster cutscene loads. And so, for the longest time, that is how we made the loads go fast.
解説というか追いつかないですね、本当。
where the load just happens fast anyway if you just happen to hold A on the stage. Which, it's so funny that that wasn't discovered for such a long time, because as a casual, you're never completing the stages fast enough to get a bad load, but you're always holding A. And as a speedrunner, you're always completing them fast enough to get a bad load, but you're not holding A because you're retrying before every single stage.
Yeah, no
and
one
so
thought
just like
that
little
retrying.
gap in between, no one just thought of it. Really funny. Here's a fun stage that I actually want to talk about here, Warp. There are a bunch of single bananas. So normally we've been kind of ignoring singles and we've been kind of talking about everything in terms of bunches, but this stage has so many singles.
ここはバンパーとバナナが交互に配置されてて、なおかつここ斜面に実はなってるんですが、スレスレを行くとバンパー結構弾かれるはずなんですけど、しかも斜面なのでまっすぐ走らせる難しいはずなんですけど、そこはさすがというべきか。
then you can, but you're risking getting hit by those little bumper things and just getting yeeted off the level in a very fantastical way.
どこ通ろうとしてるんだろう。
But yeah, if you have anything you want to talk about or any donations you want to
確かこう床で動いているギミックがギミックだっけ、まあ、床でジャンプ台みたいなのが動いてて、それをうまく飛んでいくと。次。
I absolutely would love to read some donations. We have all kinds of beautiful donations coming in, though this one may be for VGM Con. Still, it was a cool $50.
そういえばなんか今のペースだとなんかステージ10まで行っても999本たまらなそうなので、達人とかやるんでしょうか。達人というか。
In that donation.
もっと上のエクストラステージ。
So we also got a $200 donation from Ben Mullen, who said, "Let's go." And Ben Mullen put that towards that incentive that we have to unlock the bonus run of Sonic Adventure DX Director's Cut, which now puts us at $552 out of $600. So if you combine those two donations, if you donate $50 to the arts today, you will unlock that bonus run. We are only $48 away from unlocking it. After those two donations, I have more. Do we have more time?
Yeah, sure.
All right, semantically satiated sent in $20, said, "Joke time! Why are chickens funny? Because."
Oh my gosh. That was good. That got me.
Let's go.
And that actually went towards Wayne's outfit, our bid war Wayne's outfit in Hilux 2. Now the black jumpsuit is in a healthy lead at $20. If you feel strongly about that indigo jumpsuit with the scarf, it's trailing at $9. So for the low price of $12, you can put Wayne
ボーナスランスーパーヘチャミか、この後か後の後ぐらいに来るそのスーパーモンキーボール2のハックのアドバンスっていうものがボーナスランとして達成されました。達成されてますね。
Restream hard
それ
mode.
のことか
We
な。
have another donation here from Semantically Satiated for $2 who said, also, I really wanted Grumpus to be yellow. And in fact, that is now in the lead in the bid wars. The only donation for Bugsnax Grumpus color is yellow at $2. So if you feel strongly about making Grumpus black, green, or orange, you only need to donate $3. Yes, it's time for Cat. Hi, Kitty.
It is
Alright,
time for Cat,
on-
and I'll mention real
ship
quickly
pipes
here. Yeah, I'm trying to go for another pause strat pauseless right now, just like on dribbles. I'm trying to up left right as I leave the platform. I don't actually know the frame range for this one,
何を狙ってるんだろう、ここ。
but okay, I messed it up like
I can't-
4 times. I'm just gonna back it up
普通に
at
言った。
this point. If you do that, it lets you kind of scoop through the pipe there and get to the goal really fast, but you have to hit off of the goal in order to make sure that you don't overshoot your speed because of how much speed you have flinging yourself into it. So it's pretty epic strat if you do get it. Sadly, I wasn't able to get it because I just kept missing the frame pauseless, which just is just another testament to how freaking hard it is to hit frames in this game. Pause strats definitely don't make the like task movements and this stuff free. They just make them viable. They're still very hard to do, and it takes a lot of talent to pull off frame strats with a lot of speed. So shoutouts to people like Glock Callum who are able to pause very fast and
Because-
complete stages crazy quick.
As I mentioned before, the game runs at 60 FPS, and a lot of times you're trying to pause for perfect frames. You're looking for exact frames, so you're trying to get that 60th of a second window as fast as you can because we're timing.
どうなんでしょう、右下のミ
Yeah,
ニマ
and
ッ
as
プ。
we
い
mentioned
や、
before with like 8 frame strats and stuff, there's a lot of strats in this
こ
game.
こを見て調整するステージもなくはないのかな。上空をものすごく飛んでいるようなタイプのステージだと、むしろこっちが頼りだったりするような気がしますが。
goes into like entire trees of different frame like number memorizations and
いや
memorizing the adjusts for all those numbers.
解説が追いし、間もなくもう、ワールドキー終わろうとしてますが、今800本か。あと200本もあるのか。
Yeah, there's like how as we mentioned like near the start, the last level in World 1, Curve Bridge, there is like a full like spreadsheet of just like frames. And I doubt anyone's memorizing all of them, but it's just crazy the amount of stuff
Yeah,
that's on
at that
there.
point it's just like pick the ones you want and go for it.
Oh, for sure. That's what
Yeah.
you should do if
But,
you want to do curve bridge frames, which is already a really difficult strat just to get. Again, we're holding A on air hockey to manipulate the load
And
to be really good.
we are about to enter the World 10 zone, which is remarkable for both of the different category extensions that I'm running right now, both 999 and Pauseless. World 10 has the most bananas out of any world and also has the most pause frames in the pause run out of any world. So this world is going to look entirely different from as you'd see it in a normal like story mode all levels run. You're going to see me go for bananas in places, you're going to see me go for pause things where you normally go pauseless, and just for fun, once on Gimmick, there is a completely randomness-based strat
一般的には見ないけどってことか。
here. If you pause, you can get it every single time, but I'm not pausing, and so... Oh, wait, I actually just freaking got it.
That is
で
epic. That
ギ
is
ミッ
so
クがなん
epic.
かスイッチを押して
So
道を開く的な感じのギ
Little
ミックがあっ
note
たはずなん
about
ですが、
how collision works in this
あったはずなんですが。
when you're not pausing, it's not consistent. So if you do the same inputs on every frame... Okay,
おっ
well...
とっとっと。
Hold
あ、
on. I actually just walked off of Gimmick. Hold on, just get it again. I'm gonna go for it one more time.
The fans.
What is happening? What is happening? What is
You
happening?
just got gimmick skipped twice in a row.
What is happening? Throwing for content?
This is good content.
So, what I was
ここだけで
trying to say
70
before
本
I got really interrupted by my own badness in the game deciding to throw me a bone there with collision. That skip right there is when you're not able to pause, it's completely
山の
randomness
ふ
based.
もとのあたりに
in
ゴール
that,
が。
sometimes you'll go over that clip and it just won't give you height. You'll just like the monkey will just clip back up to the top of where he started and you will not get sent upwards. And it is really annoying when it happens. We refer to it as a very funny name called a Zorp. And so
気づいたらもうあと
that's the
30
thing
本、
that'll
40本か、
happen
30
more
本か、
often than
30
not.
本やっ
I'd
てる。
say on an average run you have like a 1 in 5
さて。
chance at best at getting that skip on Gimmick. The fact that I got it twice in a row is actually one of the most insane feats of luck that's ever happened to me, period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
本
chat is
当は
just
うまく
absolutely
回
going
転す
wild.
る迷路を通らないといけないはずなんですが、
The stupidest thing that's ever happened. But I'm
やっ
actually
ぱり何
well
事
ahead
も
of
なかったか
Banana's
のように飛ば
pace
してい
here
く。
going into the
Oh
beginning
yeah,
of the run.
you
So
only need
こ
nine
の
more
辺なんか迷路っぽいステージ
one
多いで
more
す
bunch and
ね。
you're done.
yeah,
And you get that in Labyrinth.
yeah, and there's actually 3 bunches that you get on created by basically for free.
迷路
So
も
that's
飛ばせる迷路と飛ばせない迷路があっ
Woo!
て。
Okay, we got labyrinth skip. Hey. So yeah, that's I haven't been kind of grazing over it because I
あ
was
れ
talking about gimmick skip for so long.
今
Every
の
single
草花
stage
の
in
飛ば
this
すの
world
あ
pretty
れ
much has been looking probably different from as you've seen in a normal run. Like normally you do a pause strat to skip
一応
labyrinth right
全
there.
ステージ
I
ク
just
リア
didn't
プ
do
ラ
a
ス
pause strat to skip
999
it.
個
I
の
just had to
貯めるっていうの
rely
が
on
レギュレーション
that
なのかな。
little pauseless skip that I do.
だからあれを取るよりももっと早い10
Fire
本バナナがある
targets,
と
just
いう
go
ことかな。
fast lol.
Yeah, again, you do a pause strat normally to skip this entire stage.
But you cannot rely on the collision, as I said earlier, with like the collision being kind of janky.
はいはいはいはい、なるほど。
And so you just have to climb stairs, and is often considered by people who are just starting the game to be one of the least interesting stages in the run. But when you get to a point of needing to optimize to save seconds, it becomes very interesting to try to squeeze a 37 or a 38 out of that stage. I almost just jumped the gun on Revolution. But we're approaching the last 3 stages, so I guess I'll mention before going into Created By that time will end as I pass through the goal tape on Created By. But before then, we are going to get another exclusive strat that you'll only ever see in a
など
pauseless
と言っ
run.
てしまったらも
Which
う
I'm the person
最後のステー
again
ジ
who
手前まで
invented
来て
this
しまいま
strat
した。
because I love pauseless and I wanted to optimize
ここ
it.
は
This strat I generally refer to as epic invisible, which it literally just the goal is to skip over invisible. Oh my god, wait.
一応
Okay.
見えない床があるんですが、インビジブルって奥にあ
If you
る。
get in the goal,
あ
without
の文字の
like
通りにある
walking
と。
against it like I just did, that actually
で
saves
バナ
time
ナを
over
取
the
り
pause strat. You just don't generally go for it in pause runs because you want the
レベロ
consistency of doing the pause frame because collision isn't 100% consistent in this game. But yeah, that is another strat that I guess is exclusive to pauseless, and just like that, we are done.
ああ、じじい。い
I don't
や
know what the time is gonna
ー
limit time
解
for that,
説を
but
つかない。
that was Story Mode 99
やっぱ
Bananas
り
pauseless.
聞けないと本当にその人呼んでこないと何が何なんだか分かんないけど、とにかく超スピードで終わりました。いやー、
Hey,
Thank you so much.
ポーズレスでもここまでできるんですね。
Good.
さすがですね。
Yeah. I
というわけで、スーパーモンキーボール DS だったところが急遽スーパーモンキーボール2
I
に
mean,
しか
you
も
can
レギュレー
talk
ションが大
about
き
the
く変わりまし
amazing
たが。
story that's happening
いや
right
ー
now. I can't.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh,
yeah.
yeah, I
い
forgot.
やー
I
よ
can't
く
handle
よく
the
選ばれる
monkey
のが
bowl
分かる
Talking
な、
story.
スー
about
パーモンキ
bananas
ーボー
so
ル。
much, I forgot to mention the
見るも
story.
ん、これ
So
も
the。story in this game.
ということで、
Dr. Bad Boon,
え
the
ーっと、
evil antagonist baboon
私は、
hidden monkey
一旦
guy
ここまで
who
の解
has
説、
a
ハイフン
monocle,
夢がお送りいたしました。
wanted to marry
ス
the
ピー
girl
ド、
monkey who you see spinning around in the blue
ミッ
ball
ドスプリン
right
グ
there.
スピードフリング
Um,
2021はまだまだ続きますので、
because she won't
皆さん
marry
チャンネ
him,
ル
he
そのまま
threatens
よろしく
to
お願いい
first
たし
blow
ま
up
す
the。island with a bomb
では
inside a
私は一
volcano,
旦
and then
この
he
ゲームが終わ
threatens
った
to
タイミン
take
グで
all the
私
bananas
失礼い
tastes like
たしま
curry
す。
with a giant laser from
引き続
space.
きよ
That
ろ
is
しく
your
お願いい
basic
た
plot
し
rundown.
ま
Thank
す。
you.
Just
The monkeys are
失礼
currently blowing
マイ
up
クは
that
失礼
laser,
しま
and
す。
there's Dr.
Yeah.
Bad Boon with
Red.
his monocle, freaking
Because
out
for
over what
some
happened.
reason, the big master plan to starve all the monkeys is to make them taste like curry.
Yeah,
That
because
is
like, what's something that
Frankly,
kids won't like the taste of? Curry. Yeah.
curry.
Oh, for real? The
Yes.
kids not like curry?
I don't
Apparently,
know.
according to whoever decided to make the storyline for Super Monkey Ball 2.
Anyway, some really toxic behavior from Dr. Baboon, and
Oh, yeah,
he
for
gets what he
sure.
deserves.
Yeah, he gets his comeuppance in the end. Don't worry. They take a picture over his hole in the ground of his maybe dead, maybe just knocked out body. Who knows?
Oh,
He looks like
Yeah.
he survived right here, so I guess he's good.
Wait a minute, he traveled back in time to do this and she's already married?
I don't know.
There's-
There's like time travel in this game's plotline. If you
Time
read the
travel?
He is
manuals,
apparently a time traveler, according to the lore of this game.
yeah, if you
It's-
read the manuals, you can get some weird stuff about this. But I don't think we have the time to go into that because that's a rabbit hole that you'll spend an
Yeah.
hour falling
Just-
down.
One more fun fact.
People are
Directly
a
from the
monkey ball.
game manual, it says that Ai likes bananas more than Mimi.
Oh my gosh! I mean, he really does love bananas, but that much?
Ai really loves bananas.
I guess we were fulfilling that prophecy by getting 99 of them and maxing out the counter here.
What kind of detail is that?
It's literally in the manual. Oh man, this game.
All right, well, do y'all have any shout outs that you were wanting to do?
I think the biggest shout out that I can give to any single person who's a runner of this game is Complex Plane. he currently has the world record in the main category with the first ever 27, a 27:59. That run has literally only one death in it. It is absolutely insane. It is so unbelievably fast, especially
very
for
small death.
It was done before load manip too, so it didn't have those extra 8 seconds of leeway.
I believe we were actually talking. I was talking about this with people in the stream earlier. I think the load manip was found actually only like a week after Complex got the 27. So we have an 8.8 second time save, and still nobody has been able to beat that run. It was just that good.
But another big reason that I want to shout him out is because Complex Plane does a lot of like monkey ball related coding and stuff, and he made this thing called the Ape Sphere practice mod, which essentially lets you use ISO loaded practice like save states, which is so unbelievably helpful for practicing strats like the things on like Spiral Bridge, Curve Bridge, the big long stages where you have to do stuff late on like into the stage. That practice mod is so unbelievably helpful for practicing those stages efficiently, and I have to give a shout out to Complex, if anyone, for making that practice ROM, because it has been so unbelievably useful to both improving in the game and coming up with like strats, stunts, stuff like that. It's freaking awesome. But that's the biggest shout out that I can give.
聞こえてますでしょうか。この時間から解説変わりまして、司会進行変わりまして、箱森黒子が担当させていただきます。
Alright, before y'all go, I have a donation here I want to read from Mist AWP for $5. It says, thank you for being my inspiration to get better at Super Monkey Ball, Nambo. Sending love from AWP.
Thank you for being my inspiration to be... I don't even know what to say. Op, you're amazing.
You're right, that's Mist Op, isn't it? That's Mist Op.
Yeah, that is messed up.
Alright, well, thank you for the amazing run. We have more Monkey Ball on deck. Felix is going to bring us Monkey Ball 2 witty subtitle.
That will
Monkey
be
Ball
very
2
epic.
is such a great run. You all are in for such a treat.
はい、よろしくお願いします。
Just remember, footworm sucks. That's all you need to know.
Hold on, am I about to get
ボイチェンのような雑音が出るとの、コメントをいただいておりますが、間違っておりません。
No, I think we got like a...
So close. Like 10 more. Hey, we got it. Okay, we're over 1,000. We got 99 in the credits. The run is complete. You don't actually end the...
今作、イベントでの司会進行、初めてです。いたらの点あるかと思いますが、どうか温かい目で見ていただければと思います。よろしくお願いします。